Hello, everybody. I am Ann Robinson. Welcome to my channel where it is awesome to be Ann and it is awesome to be you. Yes, it is. And I am coming at you today. Yes, I am bringing to you another coffee, tea, or question mark, question mark, question mark. And the question is, what is in my cup this morning? I actually have some peppermint tea in my cup. And let me go ahead and smell here. Yes, smells like peppermint. And I'm going to do a taste test of this tea. Yes, I am. And it tastes really good and it's really hot this morning, which is really what I need. The question now is, what is in your cup? What are you drinking this morning? If you don't have anything, you might want to go ahead and go grab you something and just have a sit down tea and chat with who and or the coffee or whatever it is that you want in your cup. So anywho, the discussion for today is going to be how to save money. I looked at this as I look at it every time I check to see what the topic of the week is going to be, because you do know that this is a collab with several other ladies and even some gentlemen. Not that I've seen the gentlemen yet, but I believe that we do have some in the group. It's through Facebook, and it's the Breakfast Club for YouTubers. So if you're interested in joining in on Fridays for the coffee, tea, or question mark, question mark, question mark chat, you're welcome to click the link that will be down below. Okay, I always forget to mention that, so I thought I'd mention that today. All right, so the topic again is how to save money. Well, I looked at that and I said, I am definitely not the one to tell you how to save any money. I am not the one, but I can tell you this from experience. How you should be saving money. I'm not bad. I do have my good points and I do have my bad points when it comes to saving money. One thing that I can tell you, when I was trying to cut back, or I don't know, when you look at saving money, it could be that you're just putting extra excess monies into your savings account, so that you'll have it at a time that you really need it. I call it your emergency fund. I call it your rainy day fund. It could be to save up for vacation. It could be to put aside. For me, it's usually to for unexpected occurrences that could happen with your automobile, unexpected things that could happen around the house that you may need to get repaired, or it could be just for fun things or something that you want that you're saving up for. But sometimes we need to save money, and we need to save money. Why? Because we need to be able to pay our bills every month, and we need to stop robbing Peter to pay Paul. And I tell you what, I can no longer rob Peter or Paul, so I have to just focus in on Ann, and Ann has to pay it all. I have no one to rob anymore because I've robbed them, and I can't rob them anymore, So there you go. So one way that when I began to save, one suggestion is when I was in the office working, I would go every day with my friend girl and to go and eat lunch. And I mean, even if it's McDonald's or even, the Boston Market, the Mexican restaurant, I forgot what the name of it was that I used to go to. We would go Chick-fil-A, or we'd go to different places, Baskin Robbins, if we weren't hungry, just to get some ice cream and chit chat, or to get, something, Starbucks, to get something to drink and just chill and chat. So that costs money that you don't have to spend. One way to do it is to pack your own lunch, that brown bag it, make a sandwich, or use leftovers. So if you fix dinner, put you some aside into your little container, close it up, and all you have to do is microwave it and eat that. Yeah, brown bagging it is one way that you can save some money. Another thing is, I love to get my coffee. I used to, before work, I would stop at McDonald's because McDonald's just was my favorite place to go. The coffee stays hot for a long time. So I love that about the coffee, and it just was convenient just to stop and grab it and go and not make it myself. But the one way that you can save is to make it yourself. And so I started going to the grocery store and getting me a container of coffee and stick it in my file cabinet at my desk at work. And I would make my own coffee in the morning instead of stopping and paying $1.60 every day for a cup of coffee. And for some of us, if you go to Starbucks, it's more than that. And you can save that way. Another way is my bank actually helped me out with saving money, where money actually goes into the savings account. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a savings account, and I believe it's like $20 or $25. You set your amount that gets taken out every 2 weeks, I believe, from my checking and moved over into my savings. So, yeah, that was one way, and I don't really touch that. I hardly even look at it. So, yeah, it's a good way because after a while you'll look and say, oh, wow, it's really accumulating in there. So, you can always go to your bank and they will do the switching. You don't even have to worry about moving it over yourself, they'll do it for you. What is another way to save money? One other way that I saved the money when I was trying to cut back on my monthly payouts is that I stopped I stopped the gym membership. If you have memberships with things, subscriptions that you have, I had the newspaper that I would accumulate and was never, I never read it. I really liked the Sunday paper for the coupons and the cartoons and all the other little inner stuff that you get in the paper that you read and enjoy, and really wasn't really reading the whole entire paper, so why continue to get it? So I cut off my monthly subscription to the newspaper. I cut off my gym membership and stopped paying that every month because they were getting my money and it accumulates every month and they're getting good butts for you not even coming in there and utilizing it. So I know I'm not alone on that one. So that's something that you can eliminate. Always check to see what services can you eliminate from your cable bill or maybe cut back on. And I think, what was it for me? I actually at that time had Clearwire. So instead of having all of these Clearwires, what did I need that for? I have a cable company that I have service with. So why am I utilizing an extra internet service? So I just kind of bundled it up under one thing and I saved. I think by you doing just that, I was able to, and even on your cell phone bill, there are things that you purchase, rather it's to get that automatic text to voice or voice to text for your voicemails. That's like an extra few dollars. You can cut back by stopping some of those extra things that you're getting app wise to eliminate, and to help you save some money. What are the things that I want to mention? I will tell you this, that if you ever find yourself in a pickle, which I have, life happens. And one of the biggest things for me, here it is. For you who are in school, you who are thinking of going to school and figuring out how you're going to pay for school, let me tell you what, stay away from the loans. If at all possible, stay away from the loans. Okay. I tell you, that was a big eye opener for me. Sallie Mae is no joke. She's no one to play with. And she is going to get paid. That's for sure. Because what it is, the government, child. And government's going to get theirs one way or the other. Try to play with them if you want to. You'll get that garnishment. Yes, you will. Haven't done that yet. But what I did do, if you do find yourself, you've already done that, you've already gotten the loans, you can give Sallie Mae a call, okay? And she will reduce your payments down. I tell you, the first bill I got, I thought that I was late on my bill because it said $700. I said, $700? I said, what, did I miss a few payments? Nope, that's your payment. What? For the month? Oh, no. My mouth said, what? So no, I made a call. That they wanted to take it down to 500. That still is ridiculous numbers, okay? So I made another call. Yes, I did. And you can call and they can get your payment down to something that is suitable for you, okay? And not only that, even you talk about your mortgage payment. If you're having some issues with making your mortgage payment, call them. Don't be afraid. Call them. They will work with you. Even if it's to give you a loan modification, they will work with you. And did you know, on your automobile, if you ever get late, and I think that it does work just for your automobile company, they will, put a payment at the end. So say you overspent for the month, or maybe you're getting a little behind and you don't have your car payment for the month. Did you know that you can call them and tag it on the end? Call them and say, hey, listen, I need a little help this month. I was wondering if possible this month's payment can be tagged at the end of the loan. There are things that you can do. Don't be afraid to call those that you owe money to. Call them, work something out. Also, if you don't have any credit cards, don't get them. That's one way to save money. Those are not the things to get. We get them because we say, oh, we're going to use it in an emergency. And what do we end up doing? We use it to buy stuff. And for ladies, it could be shoes, clothes, makeup, yes, stuff. And if you're not paying it off every month, that is not what you're supposed to be doing, okay? And most of the times we're only paying the minimum amount due when that's doing nothing. That is doing absolutely nothing for getting your, paying down what you owe. Okay, you have to pay more than that minimum even to begin to make a small dent in it. So yeah, I would suggest not getting a credit card, and definitely don't use your credit card just haphazardly. Okay, the minute we see, oh, we got 20 left. Oh, now we got 20 on the balance. We could use that to buy an eyeshadow palette. Yeah, what is $18 for that palette? Oh yeah. Then you order the palette, and then you're back to nothing available on the balance to use to even get anything if you needed it. So I would say use your credit cards wisely. If you can, don't use them at all. If you don't have the cash to buy, don't get it all. Also, another thing about the debit card, using that debit card will get you into, you'll spend more money that way. To me, you can just, because it's easy, you pull it out, you go get gas, you pull it out, you buy something at the convenience store, you buy something at the store, whether it's just groceries or whatever it is. It's so easy to whip out that debit card that you have. But what you need to do is sometimes just take cash. Get out the amount of money that you need to spend. You know you're going to get this amount of gas. You know you're going to, you want to stay within your budget and spend this amount of groceries. If you're going to spend 50 or 80 bucks on groceries or $100 on groceries, take $100 out of the bank. And if you don't have it, you won't spend it. You know what I'm saying? So use cash to pay, get out what you need from the bank instead of always flashing and using that debit card because you begin to spend more than what you need to. What is something else that I want to? I always come and I never really think hard about what I'm going to say to everybody, but I just know that these are a few tips or a few helpful things that you can do. I know right now I just have two monthly subscriptions that I have left, and I'm really thinking about not having them anymore. That will be my Ipsy and my Lip Monthly. I really love getting it, but I really do have more than enough of makeup. I have more than enough lipsticks. I really don't need any more. It's just so much fun to have that surprise come in the mail. And I thought to myself, what could I be using that $20 for? Sometimes I want to get something different. Maybe I could do something different, something smart that I want to get, some new book that I want to read, or maybe a new pair of earrings. But I definitely don't need a whole lot more makeup. So that's something that I'm going to be thinking about. You may say, oh, $10 a month is not a lot, but think about it. If you spend it all year, you've already given $120 to Ipsy for a makeup subscription, and $120 could have been something that you could put into your savings account. So maybe that's, if you don't have any extra and you're spending on monthly subscriptions, maybe you can take what you're spending on monthly subscriptions, instead of spending it to them or giving it to them, pay yourself, put it in your savings account. There you go. There you got $20 saved for the month, $10 saved for the month, and it all what adds up. All right. Well, I think that is some of the ways that I could think of to help save you some money, and even some tips to help you avoid getting in pickles that you don't have to get in. Impulse buying. I tell you, we see it, we want it, but sometimes we need to take just a second to think about it before, give yourself some time. Instead of you see something, you be like, oh, I really want that, and you click and you get it, even online. Sometimes we need to say, let me give it a couple of hours. If I, come back later. If I still want it, if I still feel like that's something I can do, then I'll do it. But think about it. Don't be an impulse buyer. Think before you spend. Okay? Ask yourself, do you really need that? Look and see if you already have that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, that is it. I think that is all that the tips that I have for what saving money and getting yourself on a budget for real. You may need to sit down and write out your bills for the month and see. See what it is that you need to do each month and make sure you pay the important things first. First of all, you got to keep a roof over your head, pay your utilities, get all those out the way, and food and gas. And then all the rest, yeah, from there you can see what you have left. And 9 times out of 10, you need it for something or put it in your savings account. There you go. All right, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you where in my next video. Peace and blessings. What? Until next time. Bye, everybody.